Welcome back to MilduraWeekly.com.au. This is Talk of the Town, and following a bumper Easter Power Sports weekend, we're now talking ANZAC Day with Mildura RSL Vice President Tyson Matheson. Tyson, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, and good morning.
Now, as we said, ANZAC Day approaches. It's always a big event in Mildura. What's the RSL got planned?
It's going to be quite an ANZAC Day. I think every year it grows. So we sort of start off with our dawn service at 6:10. It's a very special service, as it is every year. So down at Henderson Park. We'll then follow into our shotgun breakfast at the RSL. For those who haven't been to that, everyone gets in, it's quite busy. So if you do go there and you don't think you're going to get fed, well, be sure that you will. So it's very special. We also have a service out at Nichols Point, out at our war graves at the cemetery out there, and what we do is we get St Joe's students involved, and they'll be singing the national anthem and laying poppies, and so it's very special. For anyone who hasn't been out there, I think you should definitely have a look. We then follow on. It's a bit of a short break, and then we muster everyone together for our march up Deakin, and then everyone knows that the march is quite a big thing. So we try to get everyone ready to go for an 11 o'clock march. And then we go up to the service up at Henderson Park. So it runs a lot, most of the day. But once we get going, it all flows quite well.
You mentioned the numbers are growing and getting bigger, and great to see some young people getting involved in ANZAC Day and what it represents. I mean, someone who served and a former service personnel member yourself, it must be great to see that and see the day grow and still have great meaning across all generations.
It is, and I suppose that's why we push so hard with schools, and the schools are getting they want to be more involved, which is great to see, and watching the younger generation come through and showing the faces of the younger generation of veterans. Instead of the elderly sort of veterans, but yeah, it is. It's quite special. Yeah, and that's why I keep pushing and doing what I'm doing.
Also got a great guest speaker coming down to present at the Henderson Park Memorial.
Yeah, we do. We have a Colonel Mitch Kent. He's a local boy. He was here and he's come back to be our guest speaker. So it's very special to have him here. His father was also on the RSL committee, believe it or not. So. Once upon a time, so it's going to be a really nice service, and I suppose for him to, when he does guest speak, to look upon Henderson Park and just see how full that's going to be. I don't think really anyone recognises how big it is until you're standing near the front and you look back and there's not a piece of grass left in Henderson Park. So
you're talking thousands of people, locals and visitors to the region alike, get down to take part in a very special dawn service in Mildura.
It is. It's this year we'll change up a little bit more. Every year there's something different. And as I said, Mitch, with 30 years plus service, is just for his position in the ADF, to have him on board this year, and people will see it and they'll see the uniforms and it'll really hit home. Yeah, it'll be great.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again for joining us, Tyson.
Thanks for having me.
Be sure to tune back into MilduraWeekly.com.au for more videos.